You're watching another soccer highlight with myself, Amy Akura, and in today's episode is a very special one because we're going to talk about the UEFA Nations League final that was played between Spain and Portugal. It was a game that came with a lot of entertainment, a game that came with a lot of stories. A 40-year-old versus a 17-year-old in the final. So a lot of speculations and a lot of predictions were coming from different quarters about who is going to win World Footballer of the Year, because a lot of people came out to say that Yamal is actually going to be the world best and he's going to beat the former world best Cristiano Ronaldo. So it was a very great match. It was a very entertaining match that a lot of people were looking forward to, because to them it was going to be a one-sided affair. You don't write a living legend off yet. And once again, he proved to a lot of us that everything that he has achieved in his career is not a fluke. Every other thing that he has won, and the reason why he is the most followed football player on the planet Earth, it's because of his hard work, and it is because of his experience when it comes to winning trophies, especially in a tournament like this. Cristiano Ronaldo once again proved to a lot of us why he's still playing active football at the age of 40, why he's not going to retire anytime soon. And you can write him off, you can say a lot of things about him, there are a lot of stories, you can pitch him up against different players, old, young. But at the end of the day, he will prove to you that he is the greatest. He is the GOAT that we all know him to be. So tell me, before Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal never won any major trophy. With Cristiano Ronaldo, they have won 3 major trophies. They've won 3 major trophies, winning the European Championship, winning Nations League now twice with Cristiano Ronaldo. And coming into this tournament, a lot of people were, why is it that Martinez will select a 40-year-old man to go to this tournament? Because there are a lot of, and to be sincere with you, there are a lot of young, talented players in the Portuguese national team. However, that talent must come with experience, right? Cristiano Ronaldo was selected, in my view, based on the fact that he has won a lot of things. He is a leader. And he is also with loads of experience to share and to nurture the young players in the squad. And that is why Robert Martinez selected him to be part of his team. So going into this tournament, the people who were making noise about why do you have to select a 40-year-old to go to tournaments as against the young players and then benching the young players to play him. Once again, he proved to you that he is the best. He's the reason why he's the most followed player on the planet Earth. He's the reason why Portugal will continue to win trophies. He's the reason why Portugal has won the 3 major trophies that they have won, because he has been part of the story and he will continue to be part of the story. So going into this tournament, and he said something that I was very impressed with. When they were interviewing him in a press conference and he was asked about Yamal, a young, talented player, no doubt. Cristiano Ronaldo never for once denied this guy's talent. What he said is that this boy is still young. He's going to win a lot of trophies, but they should give him time in order for him to grow. They should not put much pressure on this guy. That was just a professional, being very professional with answers when it comes to another talent that is coming up, because he knows what it entails to be at that young age and the spotlight is on you. So he was trying to take that away from this young player. But at the end of the day, you know what he said? He said, Portugal will win this one. And trust me, Portugal won. They beat Germany for the first time in 25 years. The last time Portugal beat Germany was in 2000, Europe 2000. That was the last time Portugal beat Germany. And going into this tournament, playing against in the semi-final against Germany, no one would have expected them to at least get something, even a draw against the Germany side. I mean, the records are there, and we talk about people who analyze soccer. They always go with the stats. The head-to-heads were there that Portugal don't win against Germany, and for the past 25 years, For the past 25 years, they've never won. So coming into this tournament, the odds were against Portugal. But they defied those odds and made sure that they beat in the semi-final. And who else to score the winning goal than Cristiano Ronaldo? Once again, you see why the coach of the Portuguese national team selected him to be part of this team. Because, you know, the experience counts when it comes to these things. When it comes to winning, when it comes to understanding tension, absorbing that tension and taking it away from the young ones that are coming up. Who do you go to? You go to your quality players, your experienced players who have done it all. And who else to go to than Cristiano Ronaldo? And once again, he did what? He scored in the semi-final against Germany, and he took them to the final. And the final was between Portugal and Spain. Spain, who beat France in the semi-final also. They were too good for French national team. France going into that match with loads of quality players that won Champions League from PSG, the likes of Ousmane Dembele, you know, having Mbappe, who is now playing for Real Madrid. All these players were there, but the young team of Spanish national team made sure that they were able to advance to the final. And going into the final, which is the reason why a lot of people had so much expectation from the Spanish national team going into this final, because they know that going into it with the likes of Yamal, these guys are doing fantastic job, you know, in the final Spain national team, winning the European Championship. So everyone expected them to go in there, and then it's going to be just one-sided. But I tell you something, when, like I say, experience matters. When you have a Cristiano Ronaldo that Portugal were not winning, and he inspired them to 3 major trophies now prior to this final. Going into that game, you will see that what happened here was not just about the physicality of the game. It was about the experience. You know, how you calculate the game, how experienced you are, how exposed are you to winning major trophies. That is what counts. That was what this guy brought to the Portuguese national team. So once again, the coach kept faith with him, selected him ahead of the likes of, Leao, who are also doing very well. You know, he selected him to play in the final, and Cristiano Ronaldo was patient. There's something, the moment in that game that, for me was the highlight, was seeing Cristiano Ronaldo at the age of 40, tracking back to defend. He actually won a ball against Yamal that everybody is talking about. And you know what happened in that game? There's a guy actually in this tournament playing for Portuguese national team that, the spotlight is not on him, which is very good because he's still very young. Talking about a personal Nuno Mendes. This guy is incredibly talented. He's one player that for me, stood out in this tournament. This guy won the Champions League with PSG, but you will not see how good he was. He played for PSG very well, winning every trophy that was there for them to win. But going into this tournament, playing for a national team at this level, at the age of 22, everybody was thinking about Cristiano Ronaldo, the Fernandes, they were thinking about Neto. But Nuno Mendes made sure that he did the job. The way he played, if you look at the goal that Cristiano Ronaldo scored against Germany in the semi-final, it was Mendes who gave him that ball. The way he drives forward, the way he's so straight, the way he's fearless. This guy is fearless. At the moment, I can say to you that we are witnessing one of the best left back in the world, in the Portuguese national team, in the person of Nuno Mendes. And in this final, when Portugal went to go down against Spain, the guy, the way he equalizes goal, you can see the precision, the power that this guy used. The experience. He's not playing like a guy who is just 23 years old. He's playing like a matured player, who has been around for a long, long time. And this guy is just 22. A young player that came from the youth ranks of Sporting Lisbon. Played for Sporting Lisbon. He won the league with them, won trophies, like 3 trophies or so with Sporting Lisbon, before going to PSG. And in PSG, He has won leagues, won the Champions League, won the cup, won everything. So I can only think of the likes of Patrice Evra. I can think of Roberto Carlos. I can think in that position with the way this guy is playing right now. I can only think about this legend that I just mentioned because of the way this boy is so fearless, the way he's playing. He's not thinking. There's no panicking. He's not panicking. You know, when you play, usually when you see kids playing, like we saw with Yamal playing against Ronaldo, maybe he was starstruck, I don't know. But you could see that he was not the Yamal that we know how good he is. He's very good, no doubt about it. Talented player. But going into this game, it was almost like the spotlight was on him and he could not perform to expectation. You know, so however, Mendes was so fearless. Mendes was a guy who never ever looked at anyone. He was not panicking. I can actually sit you there and say this guy did not make any mistake in the game that he was playing. And in this particular final, the performance was top notch for me. The reason why he won the man of the match. Yes, Nuno Mendes won the man of the match. But of course, the spotlight is going to be taken away from him, and they talk about one of the greatest players in the history of football, in the person of Cristiano Ronaldo. So Cristiano Ronaldo at the age of 40 exceeded a lot of expectations. He exceeded a lot of expectations with the performance in the final, scoring a goal, and although he was taken out in the 88th minute, but the Portuguese national team won the trophy on penalties, where Morata missed a penalty to give Portugal the second European Nations League Cup. Portugal are successful today because of Cristiano Ronaldo. And I want everybody to understand this, because whenever we argue, people are going to have different ideas, different perspectives on football and who they think is the best player. But here you're talking about a player that is coming from a generation of players that from a national team that were not used to winning. He's not coming from the Argentina where they won the World Cups, they have quality players, they are known for winning. He's not coming from Germany, he's not coming from Brazil. You know, he's coming from a Portuguese national team that was not known for winning, was not even known for participating in the finals. He took them and now he won with them, and we continue to win 3 major trophies. So he is not retiring anytime soon. So we better just get used to the fact that this guy will continue to break records. He has now scored 938 goals in his career. I mean, who else can do what this guy has done? When it comes to scoring goals, he's not just scoring goals, he's winning trophies. He is the most popular soccer or sports person on earth. That is Cristiano Ronaldo. He is still playing. He's still playing. And he's saying that he's enjoying himself. He's enjoying himself. That is what he's saying, that he's enjoying himself. That at this stage of his career, he knows he's not going to play for too long. But at the moment, he's enjoying every moment of it. And what else can you do when you have achieved a lot and you continue to achieve? Because he's still having much fun. There's no sign of a 40-year-old in all these games that were played. There's no single sign of a 40-year-old man who cannot run, who cannot score. He is playing with what? Wisdom. That is what happens when you take care of yourself. When you take very good care of yourself. Not just as a sports person, but as a human being. Mind what you eat, exercise, do a lot of things that will keep you fit. And when you're old, believe you me, the things that you're doing now will carry you when you're old. So at this level that Cristiano Ronaldo is, for me personally, I know there are a lot of great players, and people will argue though that he has not won the World Cup. That's fine, but coming from a small nation that was not known for winning to a nation now that is being recognized for winning, I think for me we have to give these guys flowers. Why he's still alive, why he's still even playing. He is one of the greatest in this generation. he has played and even competing against the young people and still winning. We should all be able to appreciate the process and appreciate how far this guy have come and where he is going to. Cristiano Ronaldo, no doubt, is the greatest player for me. And the stats are there to prove what I'm saying. You can look at it, go to Argentina. Prior to the likes of Messi, has Argentina won were they winning the World Cup before? Yes. Were they winning Copa America before? Yes. Go to Brazil. They had quality players. They were known for dominating in the world, and they were winning. When you go to Germany, yes, were they winning before? Yes, they were winning. When you go to Spain, yes, they were winning at some stage. They even won the World Cup. But in Portugal, were they winning before Cristiano Ronaldo? No. The answer is no. Did they win with him? Yes. They've won with him. That alone should be able to distinguish this guy from the rest of the players that we've been talking about. That alone should tell you that this guy is unique, is special. He is talented, even though a lot of people argue that he's not talented. But what is talent without hard work? He worked hard. He will continue to work hard, and he's still playing. And to crown it all, he is 40 years old. How many 40 years old are playing active football? Name them. Let's look at them. And who are contributing to their national teams. We're making sure that the national teams are winning at the age of 40. Name them. This guy is playing active football at the age of 40. And chances are that next year's World Cup, he will still participate. If Portugal don't win, he has achieved a lot. Things that a lot of people fail to achieve. So for me, I think having him in the squad, it was the best decision that Martinez made to bring him to be able to nurture the young players. You can see a lot of young talent in that squad. The likes of Viti, who are playing very well. That's how talented these guys are. And in the next 3 to 4 or to 6 years, these guys will be serious contenders to win the World Cup because they are good. And the way they're playing right now, even if Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to be there anymore, you will have enough quality in the Portuguese national team to win you the trophy. So once again, congratulations to Portugal for winning the UEFA Nations League tournament for the second time. And now they have 3 major trophies, all thanks to Cristiano Ronaldo and the entire Portuguese national team. Neto, Fernandes, Vitinho, all of them, Mendes, Leao, all of them, they contributed immensely to the win and the success of this tournament. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the episode for today, the special edition on the UEFA Nations League final that was won by Portugal against Spain. Remember, the World Club competition is coming up in the US, where a lot of teams are going to be coming together. We have a lot of teams on this continent. The likes of Sundowns are going to be representing the African continent. We have from different continents. We have Europe, we have South America, we have them in Oceania. We're having different continents are going to be representing each continent in this tournament, and it's going to be entertaining because we have so much talent that are going to be displayed in this tournament. So I'm going to make sure that you don't miss a thing. You don't miss the actions that are going to be coming from US in the World Club competition, the glamour that is going to come with this tournament. I'm going to be making sure that you do not miss a thing. And until I come your way again, stay blessed.